aging is no walk in the park. You start getting tired more easily, your motivation takes a hit, and what once felt natural in the bedroom, now it takes more effort sometimes. Nothing happens at all. Here's the thing. Most men assume this is just part of getting older, that it's normal, that it's inevitable. But what if that's not the full story? What if there's a natural, science-backed way to boost your energy, reignite your drive, and reclaim the confidence you thought was gone? And what if the answer isn't found in a pill bottle, but instead sitting quietly in your kitchen pantry? Today, we'll explore 3 powerful seeds that can improve blood flow, balance your hormones, and restore your vitality without medication, side effects, or complicated routines. And in just a moment, I'll reveal the first seed that could shift your mood and your energy from the inside out. Let me ask you something. When did we stop trusting our bodies? When did we decide that the only way to feel alive again was through a prescription? Maybe it started subtly. You began feeling more tired during the day, your motivation dipped, performance declined, and your sleep wasn't what it used to be. You told yourself it was just age. And before you knew it, someone offered you a testosterone gel, a little blue performance pill, an omega-3 capsule. Quick fixes, right? But here's what no one tells you. When we constantly override the body instead of supporting it, we end up weakening it even further. Let's take a closer look at some of the most common solutions for men over 40. There's testosterone gel. It promises to restore energy, boost libido, and make you feel young again. But here's what the ads don't say. When you use external testosterone, your body starts making less of it on its own. Over time, it forgets how to do its job. You become dependent. And coming off it, that's a challenge most men aren't prepared for. Then there's sildenafil. You know it as Viagra. Yes, it works. Yes, it acts fast. But ask anyone who's taken Itand, they'll tell you about the pounding headaches, flushed face, and chest pressure that can make intimacy feel anything but intimate. And of course, there are omega-3 capsules. You've probably heard they're great for your heart, brain, and inflammation. And they are if they're high quality, fresh, and properly stored. But many aren't. In fact, oxidized fish oil can cause more inflammation than it prevents. And don't forget the fishy taste and afterburps. So what if I told you? There's another path. A natural one. A wiser one. Let's start with the Brazil nut. Just one nut is enough to give you over 100% of your daily selenium needs, a trace mineral essential for testosterone production, prostate health, and immune support. In a study from the University of São Paulo, researchers found that eating just one Brazil nut per day raised selenium levels by 190% in just 9 days. And the benefits? Increased testosterone, better mood, more energy. Here's what's amazing: it works with your body. Brazil nuts don't flood your system with hormones. They support the natural chemical reactions inside you. They remind your body how to function the way it used to. Now let's talk about pistachios. There was a study in Turkey where men with mild erectile dysfunction were asked to eat 100 grams of pistachios a day, roughly 2 handfuls. After just 3 weeks, over 90% reported improved sexual satisfaction. Not only were erections stronger, but they lasted longer and led to more fulfilling experiences. Why? Because pistachios are rich in arginine, a compound that helps your body produce nitric oxide, the chemical that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation, exactly where it matters most. They also contain vitamin B6, which balances testosterone, reduces fatigue, and even supports brain function. And unlike those little blue pills, pistachios don't come with pounding headaches or irregular heartbeats. They just work. Naturally, gradually, effectively. You're not forcing your body, you're feeding it. And then, there are walnuts. Sure, we know walnuts are good for the heart, but their power runs deeper. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, a plant-based omega-3 your body uses to fight inflammation, support brain health, and protect your cardiovascular system. But here's the key. Unlike omega-3 capsules, walnuts don't oxidize in a bottle. They're fresh, whole food. Your body knows exactly what to do with them. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that eating walnuts daily improved endothelial function, that means better blood vessel flexibility and responsiveness. In just 4 weeks, blood flow improved, energy increased, mental clarity sharpened, and that quiet inflammation dragging you down over time, walnuts help fight it. They're not a gimmick. They're a habit. And here's the honest truth. You don't have to fight aging. You just have to work with it. Your body isn't broken. It's just undernourished not in calories, but in true nutrients. Brazil nuts help restore hormone balance. Pistachios support blood flow and performance. Walnuts soothe inflammation and protect the heart. 3 simple foods. 3 ancient gifts. No side effects, no prescriptions, no monthly refill. Just a return to what your body has always known. Let's dig a little deeper. You know, sometimes the most powerful solutions in life don't come from the pharmacy. They come from the earth, from plants, from the kinds of foods your grandparents used to snack on without even realizing how wise they were being. Today, I want to tell you about one of those quiet powerhouses, the walnut. At first glance, it doesn't look like much, wrinkled, a little bland. But inside, it holds something most of us are losing without even noticing. Let me explain. As we age, especially after 50, our bodies begin to slow down in ways that aren't always obvious at first. You might feel more tired in the afternoon. You may take longer to recover after exercise. Or maybe your energy in the bedroom just isn't what it used to be. You blame stress. You blame age. You blame just life. But what if the problem isn't what you're doing, but how well your blood is flowing? Here's the deal. Your blood carries everything your body needs: oxygen, nutrients, hormones. But as we get older, our circulation naturally becomes less efficient. One of the key players here is nitric oxide. It's a compound your body makes to help blood vessels relax and widen, keeping your circulation strong and steady. But after 40, your body's ability to produce nitric oxide declines. Suddenly, that strong, steady flow, it slows down. And that's exactly where walnuts come in. Walnuts are rich in arginine, an essential amino acid your body uses to produce nitric oxide. Think of it like oiling the engine inside you so everything runs more smoothly again. Improved circulation means more daily energy, sharper mental clarity, and yes, better sexual performance. And this isn't just theory. Let me tell you about a man named John. John was 70 when he came to see me frustrated and discouraged. He wasn't sick, not exactly, but he didn't feel like himself anymore. He was slower, weaker, less confident, especially in the bedroom. He told me, "It's like my body just isn't responding anymore." We didn't start with medications. We didn't even start with lab tests. I said to him, "Let's start with your circulation." And I gave him one simple recommendation. Eat a handful of walnuts every day. That's it. No diet overhaul. No expensive supplements. Just a small handful, daily. A few weeks later, he called me and said, "I don't know what's happening, but I feel alive again." His strength returned. He had more energy throughout the day. Even his wife said he seemed taller. And here's the best part: walnuts don't stop at arginine. They're also packed with omega-3 fatty acids, the same anti-inflammatory compounds found in fish oil, but plant-based and shelf-stable. Omega-3s not only protect your heart, they reduce inflammation in your blood vessels, making it easier for blood to flow freely. Less inflammation means a younger cardiovascular system, no matter your age. But it doesn't end there. Walnuts are also a rich source of magnesium, a mineral that helps regulate heart rhythm, support muscle function, and even reduce stress. All of that in a single, simple nut. So let's return to what matters most: ease. You don't need to take 5 different pills. You don't need to sign up for expensive hormone therapy. You don't need a complicated supplement stack. You just need consistency. 1 handful of walnuts a day. That's all it takes to start nourishing your blood flow, your brain, your energy, and your confidence. There are moments in life when you just know something feels off. Maybe your mind doesn't feel as sharp. Maybe your body doesn't respond the way it used to. Or maybe quietly, and sometimes painfully, you've realized your confidence in the bedroom isn't what it once was. It's not something we talk about often, but it's something many of us live with. And the truth is, once you're past 50, those changes don't just sneak up on you, they start speaking louder. Until one day, they stop whispering and start shaping how you see yourself. But today, I want to remind you, your body hasn't given up on you. And sometimes, the key to reclaiming that confidence isn't in a bottle. Sometimes, it's in a small green shell. Let's talk about pistachios. These little nuts aren't just for road trips or late-night snacks while watching television. They're nature's way of saying, hey, I've still got your back. You see, pistachios are rich in arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. And why does that matter? Because nitric oxide is what helps your blood vessels relax and expand, allowing for better circulation throughout your body, especially to the places that matter most. Let's be honest, a lot of men over 60 quietly struggle with erections that don't last, don't stay firm, or don't happen at all. We're told this is just aging. But what's the real culprit? More often than not, it's poor circulation and low nitric oxide levels. Pistachios help your body bring that flow back naturally. Let me tell you a quick story. We'll call him Mark. He was 69 when he came to see me. Sharp mind, kind eyes, but clearly frustrated. He told me, I have a good life, a wonderful partner, but something's changed. And it's not just affecting our intimacy, it's affecting how I feel about myself. We didn't reach for prescriptions. No testosterone therapy. No little blue pill. Instead, we went natural. I gave him one simple suggestion. Eat 20 to 30 pistachios a day. Not a miracle, cure, just a daily habit. 2 weeks later, Mark came back lighter on his feet, color in his cheeks. He smiled and said, it's not just that everything's working again. I feel like I'm working again. Sometimes, the most powerful transformation is the one that returns you to yourself. And pistachios don't stop at nitric oxide. They're also packed with healthy fats, plant sterols, and antioxidants that support overall vascular health. They help lower bad cholesterol and improve heart health. And let's not forget, what's good for the heart is almost always good for performance. But here's what really makes pistachios special. They're rich in vitamin B6, a critical nutrient for testosterone production and hormonal balance. And that's a big deal, because testosterone isn't just about sex. It fuels your energy, motivation, muscle strength, and even your emotional resilience. When testosterone drops, you feel it everywhere, from your sleep to your self-confidence to your ability to take initiative. Let's zoom out for a second. We live in a culture where men are often taught to ignore these things, to push through, to tough it out and say nothing. But the truth is, it takes real strength to take care of yourself, to stay curious, to make those small daily choices that quietly bring you back to wholeness. Adding pistachios to your daily routine isn't about chasing youth. It's about investing in your vitality quietly, naturally, with no side effects. It's about waking up energized. It's about intimacy, ease, connection, and confidence. And most of all, it's about not needing a prescription every time you want to feel like yourself again. Let's keep going. If you've been feeling just a little more tired than usual, if your spark feels dimmer, your motivation fading, or your sense of vitality slowly slipping away, you're not alone. And no, it's not all in your head. Sometimes it's your hormones. More specifically, testosterone. Testosterone is often reduced to one word, sex. But it's so much more than that. It fuels your energy, your mood, your mental clarity, and your physical strength. It's what gives you that inner fire, the feeling of, I'm ready for the day. Here's the problem. As men age, especially past 50, testosterone levels naturally decline. And for many, that drop comes with a quiet storm. Fatigue, brain fog, mood swings, muscle loss, a subtle sense of disconnection. And here's the key. Your body wants to produce testosterone. It just needs the right ingredients. That's where the Brazil nut comes in. Brazil nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium on the planet. Why does that matter? Because selenium is essential for testosterone production. It plays a critical role in hormone regulation, sperm development, and even prostate health. But here's what's important. Your body can't produce selenium on its own. You have to get it from food. Most multivitamins offer just a small amount. Many men aren't absorbing enough. But just one Brazil nut can provide over 100% of your daily selenium needs safely, naturally, and with no side effects. Let me tell you about David. He was 70 years old when he came to see me last fall, not for any specific reason, just a general sense of exhaustion. He said, "I'm not depressed. I'm not sick. I'm just worn out." And honestly, I believed him. His blood work looked fine, but you could see it in his face. His posture, his voice, he'd lost his spark. So I offered him something almost too simple. Try eating one Brazil nut each morning, just one. That's it for now. He looked at me like I'd handed him a fortune cookie. But he said, "All right, I'll try it." 2 weeks later, David called me. His energy was back. He was sleeping better. His mood had shifted from flat to bright. He said, "It's like something inside me just woke up." What woke up was balance. Hormones don't always need to be manipulated. They need to be supported. When your body receives the nutrients it's quietly asking for, it doesn't just function better, it remembers who you are. Selenium doesn't just support testosterone. It's also a powerful antioxidant, protecting cells from stress and inflammation. It supports thyroid function, boosts immune health, and plays a vital role in mood regulation even in men. Ever feel more irritable than usual? Anxious, even when life seems fine? That could be your hormones waving a red flag. The answer isn't always in a pill. Sometimes it's in a small, consistent act of nourishment. That's why I love Brazil nuts. You don't need a special diet. You don't need a schedule or a reminder app. You just need one nut each day. That's it. No stress, no counting, no supplement drawer filled with half-used bottles and expired capsules. Just a gift from nature doing what no synthetic hormone ever could. Restoring the natural rhythm of your body. Morning. Start your day with Brazil nuts. Morning is about setting the tone. Not with caffeine, not with chaos, but with clarity. And clarity starts with hormonal balance. This is where Brazil nuts shine. They're one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a powerful mineral your body needs to produce testosterone, support thyroid function, and protect your prostate. Here's the catch. Your body can't produce selenium on its own. You must get it from your diet. Just 1 to 2 Brazil nuts in the morning is enough to meet your daily selenium needs. This isn't hype science. Studies show selenium not only supports testosterone production, but also reduces oxidative stress, a major driver of aging. Now think about this. Each morning, your body wakes up and silently asks, "Can I rebuild today? Can I protect what's still strong?" Give it a Brazil nut. It's not about more, it's about enough. You don't need a handful. Just 1 or 2 nuts right after brushing your teeth, before the day begins. It's a quiet gift you give your body before the world starts asking things from you. Afternoon. Refuel with pistachios. It's midday. You've answered 12 emails, half your to-do list is still waiting, and between noon and 3 p.m., your energy starts slipping. This is the moment most people reach for caffeine, sugar, or a second cup of coffee. But what if you could give your body better fuel? Fuel that works with your system, not against it? Enter pistachios. Pistachios are packed with arginine, an amino acid your body uses to produce nitric oxide, which improves blood flow and vascular health. Translation: better oxygen delivery to your brain and muscles equals more stable energy. No jitters, no crashes, just steadiness. They also contain vitamin B6, which helps regulate testosterone, balance your mood, and support your nervous system. And the fats? The good kind, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, support heart health instead of harming it. Try eating 20 to 30 pistachios around lunch or mid-afternoon. No prep, no blender, just crack, chew, and enjoy. Eat them slowly. Be intentional. This isn't just a snack, it's sustained energy for the second half of your day, because the afternoon deserves just as much strength as your morning. Evening, unwind with walnuts. And then, the day starts to slow. The sun sets. Your body begins to shift into rest mode even if your mind hasn't caught up. This is where walnuts come in. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, which helps reduce inflammation, supports heart health, and enhances brain function. But there's something more. Walnuts are one of the only nuts that contain natural melatonin, the hormone that signals your body when it's time to sleep. And not just any sleep restorative sleep, the kind that rebuilds muscles, calms the nervous system, and stabilizes mood. If you're the type who stares at the ceiling at night, or wakes at 3 a.m. feeling restless or worried, you may not need another supplement. You might just need better signals. A small handful of walnuts eaten 1 hour before bed can support that transition. Like a whisper to your body, "You've done enough today, it's time to rest." Pair it with warm water or herbal tea. Make it a ritual. Let your body know the battle is over. You're safe. You're home. The rhythm matters. Because here's the truth, timing matters. Your body operates in natural rhythms. Hormones rise in the morning. Energy peaks in the afternoon. Recovery begins at night. If you align your nutrition with these rhythms, you won't have to fight so hard. Your body starts responding. It listens. It remembers. And over time, these small, consistent actions like eating the right nut at the right time become your foundation. Not a gimmick. Not a diet. Just a better way of living every day. Let's take a closer look at something truly fascinating. Let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Sometimes it's not that you're unwell. It's just that you're not fully well. Here's something you may have never heard before. 3 of the most common men's health complaints: fatigue, sexual dysfunction, and hormonal imbalance can all be naturally supported by 3 different types of nuts. Whole, simple foods, backed by science, easy to integrate into your daily routine. We'll divide them into 3 groups. Let's find out which group you fall into, and I'll show you how to respond naturally. Group 1. Fatigue, burnout, or restless sleep. You need better circulation and recovery. Let's begin with the most common complaint: feeling tired. If you wake up groggy, feel drained by 2 p.m., or toss and turn at night, your body may not be getting the circulation and recovery support it needs. Poor blood flow means your cells aren't getting enough oxygen. That affects everything from mental clarity to deep sleep and energy restoration. The solution? Start with walnuts. Walnuts are rich in arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. But that's just the beginning. Walnuts also contain omega-3 fatty acids, powerful anti-inflammatory nutrients that help your cells repair and reduce physical and mental stiffness. And here's a benefit most people overlook. Walnuts are one of the few nuts that naturally contain melatonin, the hormone your brain uses to tell your body it's time for sleep. So instead of reaching for caffeine during the day or sleep aids at night, try this instead. A handful of walnuts, with dinner to fuel your cells, calm your system, and help your body recover naturally overnight. This isn't a miracle cure, it's a real solution. Group 2. Struggling with intimacy, desire, or erections. You need circulation and hormone support. Now let's talk about a topic many avoid but many more live with silently. Maybe you've noticed your libido fading. Or maybe it's harder to achieve or maintain an erection. Or maybe it just doesn't feel the same anymore. It's frustrating, sometimes embarrassing, but it's incredibly common. And most of the time, it's not about attraction or mindset. It's about blood flow and nitric oxide. Enter pistachios. Like walnuts, pistachios are high in arginine, which boosts nitric oxide and expands blood vessels, including those that support sexual function. But pistachios go even further. They're rich in vitamin B6, which helps regulate testosterone levels. They also contain healthy fats and plant sterols that lower bad cholesterol and protect blood vessel health. Studies show that men who eat pistachios regularly report stronger erections, greater sexual satisfaction, and increased overall confidence. No prescriptions, no awkward doctor visits. Just a small handful, 20 to 30 pistachios a day as a snack or mixed into lunch. Try it for 2 weeks. Let your body surprise you. Group 3. Feeling low, unmotivated, or emotionally flat. You need hormone and mood support. Finally, let's talk about the most invisible and most overlooked group of all. You're not just tired. You feel disconnected, unstable, maybe a bit irritable, maybe just dull. Not exactly sad, but not exactly excited about life either. This is often a sign of hormonal imbalance, especially low testosterone. And for men, this impacts everything from energy and strength to focus and mood. The answer? Just one Brazil nut a day. Why? Because Brazil nuts are the richest natural source of selenium, a trace mineral your body needs to produce testosterone. Here's the problem. Your body can't make selenium. You must get it through your diet. Research shows that eating just one Brazil nut per day can boost selenium levels by over 190% in just 1 week. More selenium equals better testosterone production, equals stronger energy, clearer thinking, and a better mood. And the best part? Just one nut is enough. No measuring, no second guessing. Just eat it with breakfast. Want to boost motivation and rebalance your mood? Start with one Brazil nut a day for just a week. You might notice changes sooner than you think. Bringing it all together, build your own nut routine. And this is where it gets powerful. You don't have to choose just one nut. You can customize your routine based on what your body needs most. Feeling tired or struggling to sleep? Add walnuts to your evening. Concerned about intimacy and blood flow? Snack on pistachios during the day. Low mood or motivation? Start your morning with a Brazil nut. And if you're dealing with more than one issue? Combine them. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Small changes, accumulated over time, create transformation. You don't have to change your entire life overnight. You don't need expensive supplements, intense treatments, or a shelf full of powders to start feeling like yourself again. All it takes is one small, consistent step, like adding 3 simple natural foods to your daily routine. Walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts. Each plays a vital role in your well-being. Energy, circulation, and hormone support. And together, they help your body work with you, not against you. Because thriving as you age isn't about fighting time. It's about fueling the life that's still ahead of you. So start today. Make your first change a simple one. And subscribe to Sit Here with Teenagers for real stories, practical solutions, and natural ways to live stronger at any age. Your best years aren't behind you. They're just waiting on the right energy to begin.